worst drinking, like a worst experience or things you'll never drink again. Who wants to go first?
I mean, I can go.
All right, Lynn, go ahead.
All right. So, Mama decided to, or she had to go to work. She worked night shift back in the day. She was a nursing home attendant, and we decided, it was me and Brant, decided to have a bunch of people over. I was probably, it was before I moved to Fairmont. We were in Utica. I was probably 12, and we decided to throw had a bunch of people over. Brant was probably about 15, so he's trying to impress the older people and shit. So we had a house party. Chicken, you were probably 7. I don't know. You were really young, and we let you go to sleep, but you obviously couldn't sleep because we had a shitload of people in the house making noise. So it was probably the worst night of your life at the time.
Was that the night that the one dude like came up and was like, "Hey, can I have a drink of your Mountain Dew at like 10 o'clock?" He takes a drink of it and spit it all over. He goes, "That tastes like shit."
Yeah. I decided it would be a great idea to start drinking this Windsor that somebody had. I think it was one of the Nicholson boys. And I started, it was James Nicholson. The motherfucker took a small sip and made it look like he was taking a chug. And then he handed it to me. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll do it, trying to be big and badass. So I started chugging, and then I gave it back to him. I'm like, damn, all right. I did that all night. I was wasted to the point where I think I was wrestling around with somebody, and I fell, and underneath our wood burning stove there was bricks, and I cracked my head on one of the bricks and it broke open. And then everybody left. Mom was supposed to be home by 5:30 in the morning, and I'm in our bedroom fucking throwing up into a bucket. And then Mom got home and she's like, "What's going on?" And I said, "Oh, I wasn't feeling good. I was feeling sick." So she didn't believe anything out of the ordinary was going on. She didn't know I was out drinking. Fucking, yeah. We held the secret pretty well, and I slept till probably 2 p.m. the next day.
Nice.
I'll still drink moonshine after this, but I was visiting one of the times during my time in the Marine Corps, and I came back home and started off the night like going around to biker bars with Dad and my stepmom. And I was like, "Oh, I don't really care. This is fun. I'm fine with whatever." But then like towards like 10 o'clock or so, they were like, "Oh, we're kind of tired. We're going to go." And I was like, "All right, that's fine by me." And then one of their friends was like, "Do you mind if I take your son out and like show him a good time around Kansas?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure. We don't care." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll go, whatever." So I should have listened. My stepmom said, "Whatever you do, don't go in their cooler." And I was like, "Okay." But we go to a strip club in Manhattan, and they pull their cooler out because it's BYOB at the strip club, and in it is jars of moonshine. I think I was conscious for all of like 30-40 minutes at the strip club, and I woke up in Dad's bathroom wrapped around the toilet with vomit in the toilet at like 10 the next morning. I was like, "All right, this is how that went down." But I was just like, I was like gone, like moonshine just cut right through everything, because I like felt okay, and then moonshine happened. I was like, "Who am I?"
So, and maybe I missed it. Was this like actual moonshine, or was this like that old smoky shit you buy at the store?
No, it was moonshine.
Okay.
And it fucked me up.
Lynn, didn't you guys pour moonshine in the Camelback during my graduation party?
Hey, that was a fun night as well.
Yeah. That was fucking terrible.
He had a Camelback that he just had attached to his mouth, and he was just sucking on that stuff and drinking it down, and didn't realize how fast that shit reacted.
Oh, moonshine!
He was done,
in the
son.
Goddamn mouth.
You might as well stuck a fork in him and flipped him over, because he was fucking
done. I was fucking hammered.
Done.
It was bad. I didn't live that one down for a while with the old lady. I married that woman, but Jesus Christ, she hated me for a while.
Cool kids from Loop City came down to kick her ass.
Oh yeah, that was a great one. Yeah, these kids, like it was like Tony's cousin or niece or something. She like just broke up with her boyfriend. They're all like talking shit, and they hand the phone to my brother-in-law at the time, Mark, and he's like, "Come on down." He yells his address. These fuckers drive all the way down from Loop City. It was like what, a 2-hour drive? Like I don't remember how fucking far away he was.
That's some dedication to kick.
Oh yeah. So fucking he comes out, they come out with a golf club. Fucking Mark grabs a golf club, fucking breaks it over his knee, goes, "Let's go, motherfucker." They all fucking scatter. Lynn, didn't you jump in one of their cars?
Yeah. I just jumped inside. I go, "Hey, this is a really nice car." And I shut the door and I started it up and I just started driving down the block. And there was still a guy in the back seat and his eyes were like,
did I just get kidnapped? What is this?
I go, "It's a pretty nice car." It was kind of like Super Troopers. I could have turned around and be like, "You boys like Mexico?" But it was before that. I just like, "Hey, it's a nice car." I just peeled off and started driving.
In the house.
Ooh, Dalton gang.
Yeah. We got a
gang, y'all.
at the strip club, classy strip club. Yes.
I don't believe you. As someone who was there, I don't believe anything that sentence says.
My boy Tim joined the room. We're playing a drinking game along with this Tim. So anytime we say COVID,
Woo! Hot.
You say it.
So back to the conversation we were having was worst drinking moments. So we've gone through Lynn, we've gone through Kevin. Phil, what's your worst drinking experience? What will you never drink again?
Oh God, this is tough. As much of a fan of it as I am, I always find myself getting alternatives to it because the worst drunk I've ever had in my entire life, and I almost don't even want to bring this story up, but Tony knows, and Corb knows, and JKK47 knows, and Germs from York knows. I would be, and my brothers know, I would be lying if I said any other time than it was Crown Royal at my bachelor party about 10 years ago. And I took down all but about 200 milliliters of a 750 or a 175 of Crown Royal on my own, ralphed it up, didn't remember much of the rest of the night. They had a ball and chain on my ankle that I started like kicking around like it was the Karate Kid or something. And yeah, they were afraid I was going to start destroying things. And so they had to take that off. And I spent the rest of the next day vomiting spicy Crown, and I've never been able to really enjoy a drink of it since. As you can see, I go into rums, scotches, Japanese whiskeys, bourbons, the world of spirits, other than that one.
Ooh.
We had 21st birthday Rumplemintz and Captain Morgan's drink up.
That doesn't
C
even
word.
sound good.
You bastard.
It doesn't even sound enticing to like want to drink Rumplemintz and fucking Captain Morgan. Ugh.
Jeremy, what was yours? What's your worst? And we got Tucker joining us.
Tucker, oh shit. Tucker,
hey, what's up?
That's a shame.
All right, worst drinking experience. Jeremy, you're up.
I mean, honestly, this would be one where Tony would fall in. It was at his house. I was with my brother and Turner McDaniel, and we started drinking before. And this was back when I was 14 years old, and I wasn't a beer person. Beers fucking was disgusting at the time. Like I couldn't do that. Well, I ran out of what I had, which was good old Windsor, and ran out of that. And decided to go with my brother and Turner, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go to a party." So it was a party at Tony's, and I decided to play beer pong, and they were drinking Guinness.
Ooh.
So, and I had a horrible partner. I don't know who it was, but I ended up drinking so much Guinness. I got so fucked up that I passed out on Tony's toilet. I puked everywhere.
Plot twist is probably Danielle was your partner. And that's why it was awful.
She wasn't even
My buddy Tim pops in. Wild Irish Rose for his 16th birthday.
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to call you about that one.
That's sweet.
And this party, it was in the middle of the winter. I remember it was during speech season, and I remember I went there, and they were just mixing all kinds of
No,
stuff.
Pucker went there.
Pucker went there.
Tucker went there.
Pucker went there. I'm not going to be able to keep up with that probably, but they were mixing. It was peppermint schnapps and hot chocolate.
Oh.
So and they mixed it really, really strong. But it was like in the winter, and I was like, I want some hot chocolate. So I started sipping on one, and I had 2 like maybe pint-sized cups of that stuff, and I was feeling just fine, and then I stood up, and that's when it hit me like a train, and I was up all night throwing up in my friend Kale's bathroom, and there's people holding my head up trying to feed me crackers and give me water, and like I was 100% out of it. So anything peppermint flavored just makes me feel sick now. Can't do it.
Yes, we're getting good at this. We're getting good at this.
The chicken, the audience of the Dog and Chicken Show have a right to know about chicken. Do they not?
Phil, it's personal. It's personal, man.
Well,
I'll share it some other time.
Hey, Jeremy.
Engagement with your audience.
Sure. All right, we're all fighting on the screens now. This is cool. I'd say my I would go back to my bachelor party. Lynn, you probably remember most of that, but I don't even. It was the alley. We ended up at the alley in Lincoln. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's another part of it. We'll get to that.
Tackle box.
Tackle box. There's all kinds of stories that night. Jesus Christ. So anyway, we go bar hopping and hit strip club, all that shit, and we're just hitting bar to bar to bar. Fucking, I was smashed, and I didn't want to show it. It's like, oh, this is my party, so I gotta keep up with everybody. Everybody's walking fast down O Street in Lincoln, and I just couldn't fucking keep up anymore. And I remember we got to the alley, the bar of the alley, and it was fucking dead. There's hardly anybody there. I'm like, finally get a chance. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna go take a piss, and I'm just gonna chug water out of the sink and try to sober up a little bit. These fuckers wouldn't let me go to the goddamn bathroom. And then I can't remember, somebody yelled at somebody in there and they asked us all to leave. So I couldn't even go to the fucking bathroom and try to sober up. So they made me take a shot. All the commotion happens and then we get told to leave kindly. So we leave and we start walking down the alley, and then I'm like, hey guys, I'll catch up. And they start walking ahead. I do a quick little oh God, it's coming. Oh God, it's coming. I'm like, no. Okay. So, and then I catch up to him. All the running, because my dumbass was drunk as fuck and decided to run a half block to catch up to him. And everything just. And so by the time I catch up to him, I'm 5 feet behind him. I don't even know what business it was. Somebody was really pissed the next morning because I just turned and I did fucking total poltergeist fucking projectile all over the goddamn window. Right on their door, everything. So that was thankful that it wasn't just one liquor that whole night because it didn't kill me. But if there's one liquor and I got evidence of it because I've been touting this. I fucking show this bottle all the time.
Oh yeah.
I still have yet to open this vodka because I hate vodka. Some people are not fucking following the rules. And again, not fucking just pointing out a race, but you have to fucking put 2 and 2 together at a certain point, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's what I was thinking the other day. So if the numbers aren't as bad as they're saying, we're going to ignore everything because, well, they're lying to us a little bit about the numbers. So fuck it. We're just going to ignore everything and just screw it. Fuck it. We're done with this. We're bored. We want to get back to work. Well, that's just dangerous way to think about it. And a lot of people are just kind of falling into that trap. Say what the comparison I saw a couple days ago, maybe it was today, was I hand you a bag of Skittles and I tell you 1 to 3 of them are poison and could potentially kill you. Are you going to scoop up a handful of the fucking Skittles?
No.
Probably fucking not. You're going to go, you know what? I think I'll wait for the bag of Skittles that probably doesn't have the poison Skittle in it. So I don't know. You don't need to throw caution to the wind because maybe the numbers aren't accurate. Let me tear this Band-Aid off. The numbers are never going to be accurate. The numbers have never been accurate about fucking anything. We're never so you can't blame everything on that. You can't get mad about that and then just go, well, they lied to me, so fuck it, I'm done. You can't be done. I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that.
What could you buy with your body count?
A McChicken because it's $1. That's all I can get with it.
What happened to your voice?
2 McChickens.
2 McChickens.
Maybe 3.
Okay, you keep going up.
I have the coronavirus, that's why I don't have a voice. So clean the mic after this, or you will get it.
Okay, there's a lot there. Give me 1 second. I gotta completely remove this before I bring you guys back on. Okay, your mutes are or your mics are unmuted now.
But like just that's the level of like people who feel like they still need to go out and do things. Like that's just the level of not like give a fuck that they have. Like blatantly, she's like, oh, yeah, I've got it. I'm gonna go out and party though. You know, like oh yeah, hell yeah. And his face is like the most perfect reaction I could ever think of. To just like what?
That's the realization that he's fucked.
He's like, oh, great.
In that moment.
He's like, I got it. It's great. Sick.
Oh my god.
Some of those seem staged to me. I don't know.
No, I don't think it was staged, but she probably she probably thought she had it because she's stupid.
Well, she probably does actually have it.
Well, she did look
now.
stupid.
But she's clearly drunk, so she thought the alcohol was burning it off. She's good.
Well, yeah.
So while we're, I got random memes. I'm just gonna pop up as we go through here.
Take my strong hand.
Take my strong hand. Yes.
Yeah,
I love it.
If she was ugly, she wouldn't be out there. Oh shit!
Fantastic. Yes.
I know she got the Rona, but damn, it's spring break.
Damn that ass though.
That ass though.
You know that chicken's gonna do some shit because that's just who chicken is.
We're in sync.
Is this how we get 10 years of a female president? Because after 2 years, Biden dies in office, and whatever chick he picks as a VP steps in and then runs twice.
If that happens, it'll just be madness. I'm surprised
if he wins, he's not living his full 4 years. There's no fucking way. The guy has dementia.
He's almost admitted that's gonna happen. So
yeah, it's just not happening. There's no way. What the fuck? What are we even doing here?
Oh,
running in there and grabbing everything, and it's still staying stocked is good.
Well, not just the food, but Jesus, the
everything.
The zinc now, because the fucking chiropractor said we need to all take zinc and tonic water. Can you get zinc
I
at
gotta
fucking
listen to
Walmart?
that fucking snake oil salesman. Hell yeah.
Well, snake oil cured the West. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, we're not playing Red Dead 2, Kevin. I know you think it's still. I know you still think it's the last podcast we were on. We moved on.
We can get back into video games. I think everyone in this chat would like to talk about video games. Everyone loves it.
That's a new episode.
Like Red Dead,
I already promised Lynn we would do another one.
You should check out Cowboy Kid because it's basically Red Dead Redemption.
All right, kick him out. Get him out of the chat. Get him out of the podcast. Get him out. Just remove him. He's done. Tony's done.
It's basically the same thing. I mean,
get out.
Really.
1, get out. 2,
I'm not leaving. Great. You guys just don't appreciate my Cowboy Kid.
I missed it. Fucking Bernie.
How dare you quote Rocco going out the fucking stream like that, you motherfucker?
How dare you? How dare you? There it is.
How dare you?
I was gonna say, where's the fucking soundboard?
I had it ready. I knew somebody would say something to make me push that button.
The other day you asked, "Where's Greta in all of this?" Did you do any research to find out what the fuck happened to Greta?
I did say an article today that she has corona. She has it.
No,
she tested positive. Well, so from what I seen, who knows?
No.
Fake news.
It could be fake news. Could be fake news.
I'm calling bullshit.
I need to say to Greta. I'd be like, so you didn't social distance and you got that right away. How dare you?
So how about we sit Greta down
Today
and go.
was like Earth Day, right?
Right, it was Earth Day.
Yeah, and she said today
she's got corona on Earth Day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I had not heard that. She
Isn't it
said,
ironic?
I mean, she's already like filling the role of
Thank-
like doing school from home since she wasn't going to
Here,
school.
her quote today was, "Whether we like it or not, the world has changed. It looks completely different now.
It looks
from how
good.
it did a few months
It
ago.
looks good,
It
man.
may never look the same again. We have to choose a new way forward," she told a YouTube audience in a virtual meeting to mark the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. "If the coronavirus crisis has shown us one thing, it's that our society is not sustainable. If one single virus can destroy economics in a couple of weeks, it shows we are not thinking long term and taking risks into account." That's what she
No.
said today.
Hold the fuck on. She's like, oh, it's destroyed the economy. No. Like, we stopped traveling. We stopped getting in planes and cars and buses and trains. And
because-
oil prices smashed our economy. That's what she wanted to do. She wanted to smash the economy to save the world. This is what she wanted. And now she's going, oh no. Oh no.
No, I know what this is. This is because her and her parents can't travel around on their fucking giant yacht
Oh,
anymore.
they're probably hurting for money.
Oh no, did I hit crazy stairs?
You motherfucker. But like that's like it just she can't travel with her protest anymore, so now she's real butthurt. That's all that is.
Christ.
She's I fucking hate that. little
Goddamn
child.
high school dropout little shit.
Not even high school. I think she's like fucking middle school age. What is she like 14? I don't even think she's like
Yeah,
high school
she's
age yet.
Low teens.
Ugh,
Like, but
she's fucking worthless.
a child who hasn't lived to at least 20 has no idea what the world has to offer or what
How
the
dare
world
you.
can do. She
She's
can,
the worst thing that happened to all Greta's since Greta Van Fleet.
she's the worst thing to happen to the world since Nickelback.
Oh, yeah, I should have saved it. Outside of that, we've been seeing a lot of complaints, and I don't know. We do have a family member impacted by this. The airlines took a $54 billion bailout, but are also keeping all the ticket money of prior tickets purchased and not refunding it to customers, instead giving them 90 days to reschedule their flight. Like, that's a dick move. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sure most people, I'd say, half or a little over half are like, okay, yeah, I'll just reschedule something for July and it'll be all right. Well, not everybody can do that. Maybe you got shit going on. You can't, reschedule a trip later on, or you just need to cancel it, or maybe they need the fucking money.
Yeah, here. Imagine this scenario here. Like, you were planning this really kick-ass vacation. You were going to go fly to Cancun or some shit, right? Well, then all of a sudden, the Rona hits. And where you're at? Okay, well, guess what? You got laid off your fucking job. You don't have any money. And lo and behold, you get $1,200. Well, that ain't going to do shit but pay your fucking rent and maybe put some food on the table for about a week. You're still fucking broke. Hey, remember that fucking flight I had? I can get a refund on that ticket. No, you can't. So you're still fucking broke. But hey, you can still fly to Cancun 3 months from now if the Rona will allow you. But
You're
that's
gonna have the
a
money
fucked
to
up
hang out.
situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what are you gonna do in Cancun when you're fucking broke anyway? Shit.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just a really I don't understand how they can take that kind of fucking bailout and then just hang on. And I can't find the figure. So somebody had posted it on Twitter the other day, and I think it was on that TikTok video you sent me. But how many billions of dollars of customer funds do they have that they're just hanging on to? And do you remember what that number was? It was fucking crazy. It was an ungodly amount of money.
Yeah, and then they're still gonna get bailed out by the government. And so they're double dipping. They're gonna keep your fucking money, and then they're gonna take more of your money, which is taxpayers' money, and they're gonna get bailed out while they still have all your money. It's kind of fucked up, but hey, nobody seems to be standing up for the fucking lower to middle class on this one at all. So fuck
you
the government.
be simple
Fuck you in
as
the ear.
yeah, it'd be as simple as oh, you're not going to go anywhere. Okay, let's give you a one-time refund. That's what a lot of them did. I usually fly with Delta. Delta, like I got a message saying, hey, if you have any flights, which I had some work ones, but like I always get those. But yeah, they were pretty cool about it. I don't understand why the rest of them can't just fucking dish it out. It's not like, I don't know. Most people are still going to keep it and they're still going to reschedule. Like, I don't know. Seems like a fucking terrible, terrible move, but I guess nobody likes the fucking airline industry anyway. So, yeah, they probably don't really care. They're not customer centered at all.
Gotta hit the scotch.
Yeah, you better switch over, man. We did pick up Tom, so we'll welcome a new guest, first time on the show. Welcome, Tom. How are you today?
Hey, I'm doing well. Thanks for letting me come on.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? What's the skinny? You got a show to promote? Any of that good stuff?
Yeah, I do a show called Tomfoolery. It's on Facebook. It's the Tomfoolery Podcast. It's on all podcast platforms, including YouTube. We do video. I actually just started using StreamYard today for my Streaming Saturdays show. So yeah, go check it out. We do politics, philosophy, stuff like that.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Nice to meet you, Tom.
So this is actually a podcast that stemmed from. We never really did live shows, and one day we started covering debates with my buddy Phil, and we were doing live streams after debates and reactions, and then all of a sudden COVID happened, and so it turned into the COVID Chronicles. So this is our 18th live show just about COVID. We're getting tired of it, but hey, we're we're milking this son of a bitch for everything it's worth.
Very cool. Well, I did want to come on. I from what I can tell, the airlines are not a highly profitable business. And if they don't get bailed out, there's a very good chance that we just don't have airlines if people aren't buying tickets for a long time, that they just disappear. And I'm wondering, I think it's better that the government also help out their citizens and the airlines. But I guess my question would be, what is it that you guys don't like about the airlines being bailed out right now?
It's not that I don't like them being bailed out. I think my objection is you have consumers' money being held because they purchased a ticket and they wish to cancel that ticket. The airlines are, in many instances, not all of them, I know some of them have given full refunds, but there's some of them, like Frontier Airline, I'll just shit on one right away. Frontier Airlines will not give refunds to their consumers. Instead, they're giving them 90 days to reschedule their flight or trip and kind of giving them a voucher. To me, that's, I don't know. If you're going to take a $50 billion plus bailout and then you're going to tell your customer to piss off, that's my money when they likely need it. That's not a good look, bro. That's not good luck.
Yeah. I agree.
You're going to get government money. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, there's an article from the USA Today that says that lots of people have gotten refunds, but I agree that it would be great if they were able to give refunds. But again, if they're not able to afford these refunds and they do end up going out of business because of this, do we just expect the government to give them now an even bigger bailout to make sure that we don't just stop having airlines?
No, I think it goes a little deeper. Is why is it not a profitable business? Like I think you got to get at the root cause of it. If you're going to be easily decimated by a month of business being shut down, like everybody else is expected to, hey, government, give me a little bit of money so I can pay my employees so the economy can keep running when we open back up. But if my profit margins are that short, I don't know, maybe I'm not in the right business. You know what I mean? Like, I think that, I don't know. They probably need to look at their business model is kind of what I'm saying.
I agree. A lot of the issue is, I'm blanking on the word, but it's government putting lots of regulations on them. Oh, yeah. And the more regulations they have, the harder it is for them to become profitable. And over time, they definitely have seasonal times when they are very profitable, and then other times when they're just not at all. And so you can imagine, especially with coronavirus, even if they were still doing flights, most everybody would not want to be taking flights right now, and they would still be having issues no matter what. So the whole coronavirus thing has to be ridiculously bad for them and their shareholders. And I can't imagine what we would do if they all did go out of business. Like, would we expect other big businesses to then go and buy out these airlines and instead of our government doing it?
It's probably going to happen. You kind of post it as a hypothetical, but I think it's the crystal ball. It's going to happen regardless of, the lack of success or what minor success they may have.
Yeah, I guess instead of them disappearing, it's probably true that somebody would end up putting some money into it. But the more and more it looks like it's not a profitable business, the less and less likely it is that anybody else would want to get into that. And especially when you see things like this, like the coronavirus, where they just lose all business no matter what, and they're sitting there with hundreds of airplanes that probably still have to have maintenance on them, and they still have to continue having people working, even though there is absolutely no income coming in, no cash flow whatsoever. I agree with you guys. It would be great if they were able to give people refunds on their tickets that they had already purchased, but I just don't know how realistic that is.
No, you make good points there. I don't know. It's not a good look.
I still want to paint them as bad guys. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's great to paint the airlines as bad guys, especially when they get bailouts all of the time, and so it seems like they're just sucking the economy dry or all of our tax money dry nonstop. But I did post an article in the chat if you want to look at it. It's just
I'm getting that pulled up for you. It's coming. Here we go.
Yeah, let me know if you hear my kids in the background yelling upstairs. I
not
mute
too bad.
my mic and I'll handle it. But
I'll handle it, poor kids. Now here's your article you sent over. So snagged an airline refund amid the pandemic. Here's how to get one if you're eligible. So does this break down like by company, or is this kind of like
it goes
vague?
through? Yeah, it's fairly vague. It goes through a couple big companies and says exactly what it was that they did.
I think I think it's going to be some of those smaller ones. I mentioned Frontier because that's the one that I know for sure had a pretty rotten experience with folks that I know. A lot of that stems from they are a smaller business. They're more of a seasonal business. And that's their argument of why they don't want to do that. But like I said, I usually fly with either Delta or United. And I know Delta, like when all this shit started, they sent a message to my app on my phone, because I do all my ticketing through there. And they're like, hey, if you have any flights that need to cancel, don't worry about it. We got you covered. Like they were just flat out, straight out in the open with it. They're like, you can either have credit or money back. If you do credit, we'll just leave it on there and you just book a flight whenever. Or, they gave me options. They were pretty open and straightforward with it. But I don't know. Maybe it's the smaller ones that have these problems. Maybe I don't know how they're allocating these funds to some of those smaller airlines like a Frontier or some of the little puddle jumper ones that work with the bigger ones. I don't know.
Yeah, it probably is more likely that the smaller ones are the ones having issues giving refunds. But if you remember, I think it was only like 10 years ago that Delta was claiming bankruptcy and laying off all of their workers and selling off jets and all sorts of stuff. So they've had a lot of issues as well.
I wonder how they're going to come out with the fuel prices, though. That's good news for them coming out of this. If fuel prices don't recover until mid to late May before, I don't know. They can load up. I don't know how the fuel market works on planes, but I know this is good news for them right now.
It's certainly good news for farmers because the equipment they're using right now to plant, it takes a lot of fuel and it takes a lot of oil, and they're probably kind of happy that they're not having to spend a lot of money on filling the tanks up as much, you know? So,
Amanda, did you have to quarantine after that? Probably. She did comment it sounds like her mother was a flight attendant for decades with Delta. I agree. I've never had problems with Delta. They've always treated me good. Let's see, anything else? We did have she did. Oh man, she's trying to get us drunk tonight, Lynn. So
yeah, right.
She gave a bleach media injection. There's 3 drinks for us. I don't know if you're drinking along with us or not, Tom, but we do this drinking game every live show. So it usually
Scotch
turns
is
into
not something you're supposed to drink as much. So
yeah,
Amanda, go to hell.
What about the mail-in vote piece?
Yeah,
what's that gonna do? Like, I've already seen a lot of people pushing for this mail-in voting.
Well, I mean, mail-in voting goes on. I mean, fucking usually absentee ballots and shit like that. I mean, that there's never been an issue with that before. And I don't know why there's any kind of recourse of like, if that's a bad thing or not. I think absentee voting would fucking work. I think mail-in voting would work. Some people think that there's ways that you can rig it to fucking get an election rigged or some shit, or like get not the proper votes counted or whatnot. But I don't know if we have a direct study on that or not, if that shit's legit or not.
I'm still in the mindset of, if you think that the elections right now aren't already rigged, like you're fucking crazy. Like, I'm sorry.
The thing is, if you can get millions of people to fucking vote on American Idol for some dipshit to get up there and sing, and all you have to do is text this number and blah, blah, blah. How easy is it for you to have everybody, well, a large majority of Americans have a fucking smartphone of some sort, right?
Right.
If they're a registered voter and there's a way you can get a secured site or an app on your fucking phone that proves that you are who you are, why the fuck can't we do some voting online and like have it? I don't know. You can't make it hack proof, I guess, but you know, I'm shitting on my shit right before I was trying to bring out my point. I'm already trying to kick it down with my own, like, yeah, they can hack into that shit.
Yeah. You're like, oh, I see holes in my own.
My own idea that was coming up fresh in my head. I started poking holes in it before I was done saying it. God damn it, I hate it.
It's no different though. Like I could poke holes into our current ballot system.
Exactly. So
you can poke holes in any system.
Or maybe
I
they
don't know
have
why we're still in this archaic fucking bullshit way of voting still. It is dumb, and it's fear on the right that you will get more people voting, because, as you said, it's a lot of mid America white guy that votes. And I've seen the Facebook posts of like everybody that's been voted in has been voted in by white people. Okay. Then fix it. Why is it just white people getting the votes in? Okay. I don't think it's a racial thing. I think it's just us having an archaic system and nobody wants to change it because it works in certain people's favor. And not the voters' favor. Like that's the real truth. It's just not in the voters' favor. Just the only people that get out and direct some of that conversation. All right, boom. Exhausting. I'm done. Tony, welcome to the show. Dog's with us tonight. How you doing, brother?
Oh, you done? God. Oh, okay.
Oh, you bitch.
Jesus. Sorry, I was getting old there. How we doing, folks?
Good. How you doing, man? What you drinking tonight?
I got a nice combination of bleach, quinine, zinc, and tonic water.
Oh, fuck, man. How's that working out for you?
I'm alive, and I couldn't feel healthier. I highly recommend it. 6 out of 7 Trumps recommend it. But actually, for reals, I am enjoying some Oban 14. If you can see it there.
That's sexy.
That is courtesy of a listener, Mr. Marty. Cheers. You are a saint.
Tonight, fun story. We're not going to go doom and gloom like I typically do right off the bat. Tony, I imagine when I sent this link to you, like, your dick got a little hard. Just saying.
Oh, I thought we were talking about a different thing you said.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. No, this
Those were private photos,
great.
Chicken. Why are you sending them to
Yeah,
me?
I was-
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
I was like, I thought those were just supposed to be for me, but
No,
I
no,
mean,
I sent
whatever.
those to a story that we'll talk about in a little bit.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, all right. Yeah, this is fantastic. I'm pretty excited because you know, you got to feel bad for these workers just having to diddle themselves on webcam, you know, for the last 3 months. So getting out there and back in the community a little bit.
I mean, I feel like that's all the rage
Hard
these
work.
days, though, is diddling themselves on webcams.
I know, and I've been doing it for
doing.
free for years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
Fair
just
enough.
like, from these pictures, I guess I'm kind of getting the gist of how it works. They just drive through an alleyway of strippers, it looks like, on either side. But like when you first told me about it, I was like, how does that work? Do you just drive through and like sit for like the 15 minutes for your 3 songs and then drive away? Like,
nothing hotter than a stripper wearing gloves. And a
Hey, it depends
mask.
what your fetish is, man. But no, this is basically taking the drive-in movie concept and coupling it with the old Peep Show windows. It's brilliant.
where's my speakers and popcorn?
You gotta bring
Well,
those yourself.
I wonder if they got like an
It's
RF.
2020.
I wonder if they got like an RF transmitter to where like you just tune into whatever they're playing when you pull up.
Thanks for
be
tuning
awesome.
into AM 105. This is your DJ,
Oh my
DJ
God,
Jazzy
they are
Jeff,
wearing
and now welcoming
masks.
Carmel to the
Yeah.
curb.
They're wearing masks and gloves, dog, man. Safety first.
Safety first. This is the
Hell
weirdest
yes.
strip club ever.
No, it's hey, get used to it.
Oh my god. I guess I didn't.
There's not going to be a lot of
look at this story in depth. I don't want to look at that guy. I'd rather look at a stripper wearing a mask, I guess.
you and me
Wow.
both, brother.
Well, and so what little bit I read is they actually had bodyguards. So like the bodyguard stands out there with them. So I don't know.
I'm just
I
trying to-
wonder if there's
Well,
like a cover charge
yeah.
or something.
Like, yeah, how does
If
that
there's no
like, work?
bodyguard, there's
I,
going to be
like-
a black panel van taking strippers off of the stage as they drive through.
Like, is there like ID check, like cover chart? Like, how do you just drive through and throw money at the strippers and they're like, here's my boobs, on your way?
Marty, do you think Pee Wee Herman is like, what the fuck at this point in time? Yeah.
This is Pee Wee Herman's wet dream. Instead of spanking in a movie theater, he could be going through drive-through strip
Oh,
club.
Bullshit. Part of the reason Pee Wee did what he did was because of the experience of the atmosphere. You know damn well he enjoyed the vibe of having about 10 other fucking wackadoos surrounding him doing the exact same thing. It's that brotherhood. You don't just get that at home spanking in your lazy boy. You go out into the community, you sit there with your broys, you pop up some popcorn, you watch a nice Harry Bush on the 70s porn on the big movie screen, and you just undo your fly, and it all feels right with the world. This would not fly in Pee Wee's Playhouse. I'm sorry.
Tony, is there something you want to tell us? What do you do on the weekends, man?
Nothing since they closed this shit down.
It almost felt like Tony was waiting for somebody to make a reference to Pee Wee Herman, though.
I mean, I'm not defending it. I'm just saying, like,
I
you got to
feel like you're
understand it's
defending
line
it.
of thinking. I'm not defending it. You're defending it.
It's okay, Tony.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show my tits to everyone.
Don't tell Joe Biden.
Oh God, he'll come sniff your hair before he looks at your tits. Jesus Christ.
God. Are we going to skip a step and go right into Biden here?
I mean,
segue.
Hey,
Segue.
Tony, Amanda says show your titties.
Oh boy.
Join my OnlyFans.
We're a virtual strip club again. This is great.
I mean,
I'm
not getting naked for free. Let's just put that out.
We need
there.
to set up a tip line. Maybe we can make this happen.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I'll set up a Cash App or a Venmo. You can send me $1.
Yeah, there you go. That works. De Blasio's snitch hotline shuts down because America's awesome. You can about imagine the shit that they sent in. I don't think it shares any of the pictures, but there was dick pics. There was Nazi, like pictures of Bill de Blasio dressed up as the Nazi, all kinds of shit. Like they went to town. Here's one of him with a little Hitler stash. I'll zoom in on that a little bit.
Yeah, that's
all of the.
I feel like.
Go ahead, Tony.
I feel like this is a missed opportunity because they could have rerouted all those dick pics to people in need who haven't been receiving dick pics during the quarantine. Because you know there's people out there struggling who haven't been receiving the unsolicited dick pic. They could have rerouted these and sent them to somebody in need. Wasted opportunity.
Yeah, probably. It's disappointing. There's lonely people out there that need some dick.
Tony, are you saying you're in need?
I mean, you can only look at your own so many times.
Do you want me to post your number on here, put it on a banner across, and people can just load you up?
No. Dear God, no.
Do
I
it.
can't imagine. Do you remember back when Tim and the Animal would like ask for viewer help? Like, oh, we can't think of something, or oh, we need a joke. And I'd sent a couple in one time, and I'd had a couple played on the air, but they asked for something. I can't remember what the context was, but you text in your response, and I sent them a picture that you had sent me. If it was just all you could see was your knees and your boxers, you were sitting on the toilet saying, "Guess what I'm doing?" So I said that to them, and when they got cut back from commercial, they're just like, one of them was like just annoyed, like, "What? What's wrong?" I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I used to do that quite frequently. Actually, it was I'd be sitting on the shitter, and I'd be like, I wonder what Tony's doing. I wonder if he wonders what I'm doing, and I'd take a picture of just like my pants on the floor around my ankles, and that'd be it, and be like, guess what I'm doing right now. It was one of those awkward things that probably shouldn't share like live, but whatever. I don't care. I thought it was funny.
I mean, it's probably not been that long since I've gotten one of those, to be fair.
It has. I haven't done that in a while.
At least 2 weeks. Give him credit. Okay.
My Wi-Fi's really good when I'm on the shitter, so I got better things to do.
I don't know if you see Martin's comment there, but you have a brown cover on your bed. You would get naked if asked. That's offensive. 1, 2. Pay me first. I'll get naked if you ask. You just got to pay.
I'll have Kevin's number and Tony's number scrolling pretty soon.
Yeah, we got.
You won't.
We got to do a
You don't
separate
have my
window.
number.
We can't put that on Facebook, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You also
We'll
don't
cut the
have my
Facebook
number.
and YouTube feed.
Yeah, there's a couple things that might get us kicked off here tonight if I play too much. But
You'll have to go to our live Pornhub cam to see the unedited stuff.
yeah,
There's actually been
Jesus.
people streaming on Pornhub now since like none of their
we-
content.
We have a
Well, 'cause-
Pornhub channel just because YouTube won't let me upload everything.
Yeah, I was
so
gonna
we
say
had to make
because YouTube's restrictions and stuff. There's been a lot of people uploading and live streaming their content like this or video games and stuff on Pornhub, and it's hilarious.
Well,
we
and
did the
honestly-
2019 porn review, and it's not as good without all the proper context and the scene breaks, because we watched some really great stuff during that episode. And
I bet you
I feel
did.
like,
I'm telling you guys, tentacle porn is fucking hilarious. Like,
oh yeah,
I laugh so hard.